What it do, y'all? Some motherfucking rude points. RoBs Inferno while it burns. So shout out to all the guys and goddesses and all the high vibrational human beings. You know what the fuck it is, man. Tap in. Another day of slavery. You feel me? Right? Like a little kid having fun, right? That's how you gotta like lie to yourself about this shit. Like everything is everything. You gotta be so blind to your shit. It's like almost like you're a kid again, a child, like to like cope with it. See this shit reality how it is, yo, fucking go crazy. And keep going crazy. You know? But crazy equates to spazzing out about how you're being forced to live. That's what it equates to, you know? Because all the lies are hitting you every day for how you're being forced to live. To whatever degree you could do them things or not, you start like fucking spazzing out. Like, cause it's hitting you, you're doing something that's not like real and that you shouldn't. That's not healthy for you. You know, that's taking advantage of you and you can't get away from it. That's why I be kirking out. Like, I can't function in this shit no more. I want to shout out all my 9 and 8 callers. You feel me? I enjoy my conversations with y'all. Like, I got new stuff that I got to do to make it to your next day, to deal with these lies and how they're being protected. And if I don't do them things, or when I don't do them things, I don't do them things enough, I spaz out more. You feel me? But a lot of people, the two things that, I'm going to say the three things. Really the two things, but I'm going to say the three things. The three things that did that to me was me seeing what this system is really about, right? Me still being slavery and all of that. Me being alienated from my child. And then like this, when I said I wasn't gonna say three, I wasn't gonna say those two, but I say three because her like and all the cheating and all of that also. Like, you know what I mean? All the sex affairs and all of that, all her cheating, being a hoe and shit, all of that shit, the sex addiction shit. So all of that, weaponizing her addiction against me, using my son against me, and then just this system being against me. Like I don't got nothing else for this shit, y'all. Like a slave catcher yesterday, you know. It's like how much is a person crazy where you just leave them alone? Because it's people that don't care about me. Like, I don't got no friends or nothing like that, right? But people don't leave me alone, though. That's the thing, you know? I guess it's that y'all still see a potential in me no matter how low I fall. Maybe that's what it is. And if so, I apologize. You know, I apologize if that's so. But, for real, you gotta think about everything I'm dealing with on a daily basis. Honestly, I just want to be with Brittany for real. Fuck all this other shit. Fuck all of this shit. I just want to be completely clean all the time, 100% down to the T. I don't want to have to not look like myself and show up as myself just because I'm homeless and I'm black, so nobody gives a fuck about me, but everybody want to live off of me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm tired of that shit. Like, that shit, for real, so much that's not spoke about. Like, for example, as a black man, especially when you're going through like the lowest of it, like financially struggling and shit, y'all don't know what that fucking does to your mind when it's like people trying to shit on you, like so much people shitting on you because they're like, oh, you're a bum, you're not gonna be shit, you know, you don't mean anything, all of this, right? But then in the same breath, not even just women, even men, you could tell like admire you because it's like they want to be you. You know what I mean? They want to be you. Every other man wants to be a black man. You know, but then so you get hatred and then you get love at the same time. But that shit fucks your head up because you know where that hatred comes from. You know what I mean? Well, now I know where that hatred comes from. I didn't know where it came from before, but I know where it comes from now. But that shit fucks my head up. You hear me? That shit fucks my head up, y'all. At the end of the day, a nigga just trying to get back to his child for real. And all of this extra bullshit is all unnecessary amongst it. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the reason why I really be spazzing out, honest with y'all. I was just talking about Dummy on the bus just now. And I was telling him, I was like, I want to kill myself so bad. Like, I want to sign out so bad. Like, I'm really done with this shit. He's talking about, like, you know, they win. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about them winning. I don't even die. You hear me? First off, even when I leave my vessel. So, like, I really don't give a fuck. But I can't leave my son when I've been separated from this bitch. You feel me? Because of what this bitch did. Like, I can't have my son being like, you know what I mean? And maybe even make him hate his mom even more. Or the anger that's just in my family, like from a generational curse standpoint, he might fuck around and kill her. You feel me? Like, for real, I wouldn't even put him in that position because I know the anger that he possibly could have that come at him at any time off of being of my bloodline. I wouldn't even put that on him. You know, because he might be like, you know, find out really happened, like, you did all of this to dad, and he tried to play innocent, and that nigga was going crazy and crazy, just trying to get back in my life, but he had nobody, no help, nobody behind him, to the point where he couldn't take it no more, and he killed himself, and you wanted him to do that. You was trying to get him to do that the whole time, with how you was treating him, and everything that you was infringing on him, bringing his way and shit. You hear me? I'm telling y'all, it's some real shit, you know? I'm in hell. That's why it's like, I don't care about what anybody thinks about me negative, because everybody did so much of me playing a victim. It's me like surrendering. Like, this is just the aftermath of what y'all did, you know? How you doing today, God?
I'm good. Yeah.
I met somebody from Ghana the day before yesterday.
Oh.
When I was at George Mason.
Very recent?
Yeah.
The school?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I was talking to him. He had his headphones on and everything. I was talking to him briefly. I'm telling you, I love Africa in general, but everybody that I meet, like I told you, my close friend growing up, he was from Ghana. Everybody that I meet from out there, like, I don't know, the energy just be different in Ghana, man.
Yeah.
And it's be different. It'd be different. But I wanna go so bad though. I feel the more I'm in America reflection, I'm telling you, I'm like, don't get me wrong, I'm not, it's good stuff over here, but you know the damage that's been done over here that's not over there, you know?
Exactly, yeah.
You know, like how the women are, they're more disciplined, you know, they're gonna get their water, the washed up, they're gonna be more grateful for the people. How you know they reflect? You know, so that's why I like it, just for the grateful for the small stuff, you know. I thought that was some music God over there singing. He get his energy right.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta get the vibrations right, you know?
Indeed. You gotta start with God first, you know?
Yes, you could. I should be pretty sure.
The rest of your day.
Yes, everyone.
Hey, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day reflection. That's the one thing, man. Organic people gotta recognize organic people. Like if you got a connection with that sun,
Yeah, both Florida.
you know, it's like Latino people, they wanna act like they white sometimes and like they don't got a connection to that sun, you know?
From the politicians, the vote is not in. I know they're until disrespected by the administration.
Yeah.
I don't like black people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
The Bill of Rights, St. John, they gave it to them. You know what I'm saying?
it's crazy.
Bill of Rights, St. John, they gave it to them because them stars fighting. I want to do white, but the total fuck again. I know they're losing big time.
Yeah,
They don't
yeah,
like us.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real. We win the fight always at the end though.
Yeah, always.
You know. Enjoy your day, brother. Good talking with you. Yeah, this shit crazy. I was just trying to love on them, man. Act like they ain't. We don't got no connection, man. I'm like, damn. Shit sad. Shit so sad, man. We going through way too much for this. y'all. It's real. I'm looking at this man's channel, y'all. This unnatural being. I could just tell he's unnatural that came here and said some crazy comments. He said, "We hate you." I'm just looking at his page. Are you on here right now? Wayne Dillon, "We hate you." Team China, Team Fentanyl. Am I late for your daily white hate speech? You know, I'm gonna tell y'all something, right? And I'm like how he said this. I'm gonna point this out, right? Y'all gonna hear me very clearly. Don't nobody hate y'all, right? Y'all hate yourselves, right? Don't nobody hate y'all. It's like I know what you're capable of doing. I know what you've been doing yesterday and still doing today. Don't nobody hate y'all. Now you being called out, right, for your wrongdoing, whatever that would be. I mean, if that feels like hate, because it's something that you already know yourself you shouldn't be doing, but you're continuously carrying and trying to protect the toxicity of it. You know, I don't know what to tell you if it feels like people hate you because they call it out, if they talk about those things. You know, even your own people. You know, I'm sorry if that makes you feel like that. You know, if that gets your little snake tail rattled. You feel me? I don't know. Like I can't really cope with you on that level of understanding after that. Like, I don't know, man. But nobody hates y'all though. There's no hatred, Yahweh. It's just y'all been fucking up everything on the planet since y'all been on this bitch. And it's just being called out. Nobody hates y'all. And to be honest, to drill my point home even more, not only do you nobody don't hate y'all, but y'all know people have the right to hate y'all. You know, even yourselves, which y'all do, right? But I'm gonna even say it farther, you know. And enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Peace out, buddy. It's that y'all keep messing with children and shit. That's y'all biggest problem. So it's not even just that we don't hate y'all, and y'all want to make us hate y'all, because y'all already know the genocide behind everything that y'all on. But y'all doing all this wild shit to children and harm the children, you know. Look how that person says. Look how that person says. He says the best thing you can do is stay the luck away. He meant to say stay the fuck away. You gonna tell another man the best thing he can do is to stay away from his children? See, this is what I'm talking about. That's the mind state that y'all have. Like, see, organic people, we're about family and stuff. You know, we're about family. You know, even when we got shit fucked up, we're about family. You know, and that's all organic people. You know, that don't change. You know, even them Latino people that ignored me, right, just now, acting like they white, ignored me when I tried to love on them just now. I guarantee you they're about family. I guarantee you they're about family. I guarantee you wherever they working out here, they probably sending some money back to their family. I guarantee it. You feel me? So yeah, it's like y'all want to make us as organic people seem like y'all, or we even take on these mind states of thinking sometimes off of just being around y'all and the abuse from y'all. But that's not our regular though. You feel me? It's not. Don't get it messed up. You know? He said only one of us is around this kid. You know, I mean, I'm gonna say it like this. Hey, it's all love your way, bro. Trust me, at the end of the day, I'm neuromelanated. You know, I see all the angles in which, you know, that I didn't even say on this live of why you're on here and who you are. You feel me? But I'm gonna let you know. It's the internet for a reason, right? You know, it's all good. Everything is being dealt with properly. Everything is being handled. Trust that. Trust that. You see, I'm still talking to you now, right? You know, you see my kid is safe, right? You know, let anything happen to my kid and watch what happened to you. You feel me? Watch what happened to you. Ask the mother of my child, she know. She know this ain't me crazy. She know I can get crazy, but this ain't me crazy at all. Like I'm calm and collect. You know. Wayne Dillon. I be really wishing that I could meet some of these people in person. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I feel like that should be amazing to me. But I feel like the universe be trying to stop a lot of that shit from happening sometimes because the universe knows how I can get. The universe probably be keeping me away from some of y'all so I can make it back to my son. Also, Lord Baby One, you alright, homie? You alright? I'll chop it up with you real quick. You alright, homie? You alright? See, even the bird got the dead comment to Wayne Dillon. See, you know you chosen when when stuff like that happens to you. You know what I mean? You know you chosen. You know you chosen when you know people try to use stuff that could be of pain, and he just moved too. You know, as I moved, he would have stayed there as long as I stayed there. But you know you're chosen when somebody would use something that could be so detrimental to somebody and try to weaponize it and use it as a joke. Like even Wayne Dillon, like how you saying that your kid is finally safe from you, and I've never been a harm to my child at all. But just because you're either racist or, you know what I'm saying, any evil ass reason you want to bring pain to me off of me being separated from my son and point it out. You see how evil y'all are? You know? You see why the son is dealing with y'all, how it is? You see why the son is stopping all of these lies and all of this shit? Because how evil y'all are? See, I'm a real black person, you know? And I'm not saying I'm a real black person because of these genetics. I'm a real black person because of how I carry myself and what I know what's important for the planet and for myself, even if I'm not all the way there yet, right? No matter how much you bring that energy onto me, project that onto me, I would never be like that because I'm about family, you feel me? No matter how much you try, you know? You know, and it's real. It's a beautiful thing, you know? And even as I get back with my son is gonna love me to death. You feel me? Y'all act like we wasn't once children. Y'all act like kids don't grow up and see what they moms and dads is really on and judge shit from themselves. Come on now. Kids get older. And trust me, my son has my blood, there's my DNA. Oh yeah, I already know what he's gonna be on because I know how strong my bloodline is. You know, I know how all my brothers and sisters are. I know how strong our bloodline is. You know, kids get older, they start asking questions. They start not only asking questions, kids get older and they start wanting to know stuff for themselves, no matter what you tell them. You know? And don't let my son get on the internet. You know, don't let my son get on the internet or see a video of me and really see how much I love him. Or just see anybody that knows me and sees how much I love him. And they tell him like, you know what, I know you haven't seen your dad at all since then. Even if I show you pictures of you and him together on the internet and stuff, but your dad loves you. Let me tell you that. Your dad loves you, you know? For real. But nah though, if I would have met Wayne Dillon in person though, man, I would have loved to meet this dude in person. 2 years ago, 10 subscribers. love to meet him, but I'm gonna put him on timeout though, so I can get to talking what I need to talk about. Alright, so yeah, y'all, like I was saying and shit. Yeah, like, yeah, I love my son to death, but we're gonna have a good day today. You know, I'm about to spark real quick in a little bit, and then I'm about to, I need to get on this. I had a good session yesterday. How you doing? So yeah, y'all, I had a good session yesterday. I had a very good session yesterday. I'm just grooving right along with my music. Can't wait to get y'all this little EP. Appreciate it and whatnot, but like I said, sending all positive vibrations to everybody. I'm sending positive vibrations to my cheery cheers. Zion, Daddy love you. You know, there's only one Daddy-o. You feel me? There can't be another Daddy-o. You know, no matter how much a man's trying to be a child. This is something for all men to know. Whatever position you're at, I'm saying it to you. No matter how much you would want to be a father, right? Be a father to your child. Even if a man's money is short, you feel me? Even if a man is whatever this is, unless it's like some wild weird shit, like some child molestation shit like that. That's something different. But basically, what I'm saying is, you know, because a person's homeless, because a person's does, you know, smokes cigarettes or smokes weed, even drinks, right? But the drinking, that's something serious. I ain't gonna lie. You know, my dad was alcoholic, but like literally, basically what I'm saying, it's not really too much stuff that you can say to be valid for separating a person from their child. Even if it's issues that you would even deem up what could be a problem, that would mean like, okay, it'd be like, I'm saying this from a 3D standpoint, it'd be some type of supervised, when it means, like, you know, it'd be supervised and whatnot. But there's no real reason that a man should be trying to be in a child's life, the father of a child, if that child has a dad that really loves him. You get what I'm saying? Like, you look corny as shit. Like, I would never try to father a child just because I'm with a woman and I know that man wants to be in his child's life, or he's fighting to get back in his child's life. Matter of fact, if you're messing with a woman, and she's separated from the man that she has a child with, right? And that's your new woman or whatever. And if you're standing behind that and not calling her out on it and telling her like, yeah, you know, you need to let that man see his child, you a fucking clown. And I would spit in your face. Real shit. Like, for real. Like, I'm dead ass. Like, you a fucking clown. Like, I wish I would be with a woman and she be trying to not let a man see his child just because of her personal feelings, trying to come in between that relationship of that child and his dad, trying to bring trauma to your child like that. You're a star seed. You feel me? You in a way. You a whole fucking clown. I'll let you know that. You feel me? You don't get no career points. You ain't nothing career about that. You feel me? I can see if it's like a person that's with a woman and the man abandoned that child, like he don't care about the child like at all, he don't love him. That's something different, you know. A child always needs someone to care about, but just because you're with a woman and she's not with that man, you're standing in the way right along with her own wrongdoing and not trying to let that child see his dad just because you with her. You get what I'm saying? And that man's just trying to be in that child's life. Oh yeah, you're a clown. You're a clown. You ain't a real man at all. You know, ain't no real man standing but doing some goofy ass goofball shit like that. No man ain't doing no shit like that. A real man would be letting her know, like, look, you know, I know you might still have some personal feelings. You know, I can help you heal from this. You know, that's why you're with me now. That is the situation. But, you know, I'm not going to stand behind, you know, you this kid, not the see relationship with his dad just because you don't have a monogamous relationship with him, or you're stuck on whatever y'all had in the past, or any other reason. It's just not valid, y'all. You know, so this goes towards Wayne Dillon, bro. But you can tell when like how I was when he said this shit, motherfuckers like that clowns. I guarantee you, be wiped out. It's gonna be real men, and guess what? We getting released first. I'll be happy to find y'all motherfuckers that think like that. I'm gonna get you out real quick and easy. You know, ain't gonna be no slave catchers, ain't gonna be no hospitals. I'm gonna run into y'all motherfuckers that think like that. Trust me. Trust me. And a lot of other men are too, and we gonna get y'all the fuck out the way. You know? Because real men gonna come back in style again. You feel me? So it's all good, you know? It's all good when you can type some shit like that on this motherfucking internet like that. You know? And make yourself feel whoa. That's all good and dandy. Mashed potatoes, nigga. You feel me? That's all good. Positive energy to all the guys and goddesses that striving for better, you know, knowing what we living in. We understand we're prisoners of war, are subjugated to these people. That's unnatural to your planet. You know, they're separating us right now. We basically home. You know, that ozone layer ain't coming back. And it's just a good time to see my people loving on each other and us trying to come more in. We're not trying to, let me take that back. We really have. You know, my mom, even when my mom talks to me about it now, she's like, dang, you know, like, damn, I didn't, you know, I left Baltimore for a reason, you know. I'm grateful she did. I went back. But the point of this live is, y'all, you know, always at the end of, you know, anything I talk about, you know, it's always gonna be people that start talking crazy, right? Back to going on my live every day. Before I start going on my regular times and really going in on certain topics and stuff like that, that I want to start going live every day again. And as I'm starting to go live every day again, I'm back used to that. Then I'm gonna pick my time. So then all my regular subscribers and all of that, y'all could be lit like how I be, you know. We all be talking about the issues and what's taking place on the planet and what's happening with our anatomy for the better and all of that. And what it's going, you know, what it's going to look like going forward for our species. So I'm gonna be back on that. But shout out all the goddesses though. You know, I appreciate y'all. You know, I'm grateful to have genetics right under y'all. Y'all planet's gonna be safe again, trust me. Because it's people like me that's standing on business, you know what I mean? And standing on business. And people that really feel my energy, they know it's nothing negative with it. But they just know I got a stinger and I got a backbone. And I got a righteous ego. You know, I'm not perfect right now, no I'm not. But I'm for it though. You know, I'm aiming for it. Besides all of this stuff, I'm not gonna lie, I miss my brick like crazy, y'all. I miss my brick like crazy. I need to see my Lord Scorpion. flash, no man stop that I'd rather keep. Rest of y'all day, goddesses. Peace, power, abundance.
Thank you, sweetie.
All positive energy y'all way.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Gotta get a goddess's positive energy, you feel me? I appreciate it. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day, goddess. I got some on my face. I seen it all in the flash. No man stopped it. I'd rather keep. It's the mind, nigga. Just be on some different shit. I keep my stand silent regardless of. I put that on my soul before. Really fighting without me. Music session a little bit. Bro, I miss Britney so fucking much, bro. I'm sexually frustrated. I miss my Britney. Not gonna lie, yo. You know how, like, I don't know, have y'all ever just like wanted to just squeeze somebody? Nah, what it is I haven't felt real love in forever. That's what it is, y'all. All I felt over these past years has just been like pain, sadness, poverty, homelessness, child alienation, division, abandonment. You know, I felt all of this stuff, but I'm still here though, you know? That's how I'm like, to be honest with y'all. Like, I don't think I feel no more. I think like I just move with like, I really feel like I move with intentions and just purpose. Like that's it. I feel like everything else is like, it's shut off. Like not even on purpose, but just for me to keep whatever sanity I have left around to get back to my child, honestly. The pain has hit that button a long time ago. Not even gonna lie to y'all. You know, like sometimes I'll be thinking about my son and my like body just starts shaking and shit. Cause of how painful it is. Like my body would just start shaking. Just start shaking and shit. You know, but that's like the trauma. The trauma's real, y'all. You know, I don't think they really be liking to talk about it for how real it is, for how much it messed you up. But nah, real trauma is really real. I got this song on my EP where I'm talking about trauma. It's a really good song, too. It's really, really good. Actually, it's probably my favorite song on there. Honestly, it's probably my favorite song on there because I'm talking about how. Well, I'm not even gonna tell y'all, but it's a good song. A very, very good song. I'm talking about how it's crazy because when you hear the chorus and what I'm saying about trauma, you're gonna be like that could be the chorus. But I didn't make that the chorus, nor did I name the song that. I named the song something else associated with something that I'm kind of like repeating, like in different ways of this thing from like the first verse and the second verse. You know what I'm saying? But it's a very, very, the substance that's in it it's insane. Like, I knew that this song I'm talking about, I knew that this was one of them ones that as soon as I started writing it and everything, I got like the theme of it. I was putting it together. I said, I already had I know it's done now. Well, it's basically done. I just got to put my ad-libs on. But I knew this song had this potential and it was this good before I even, you know, got this far out with it. It just had that feel. It had that fucking feel. Like everything was just hitting right. You know what I'm saying? I'm just getting the right uploads about it and whatnot. Hold up real quick, y'all. So I'm grateful that I'm even more curious to see how it's gonna sound once I put the ad-libs on. Cause to be honest with y'all, like the song I'm talking about, I got it done right now, right? Like chorus, first verse, second verse, everything edited, ready for final mix and master, all of that. But I don't have no ad-libs on it, but it sounds like it doesn't even need them for real. Hey, excuse me, sir? Hey, excuse me? You know, it sounds like it don't need no ad-libs, but I'm gonna put some on it though, just because to make it sound like a little bit better, you know what I mean? But when I put them on it, I'm only gonna do like very little. Like I'm not gonna put a lot. Or how you been? I was just thinking about you the other day. I changed my username. Used to be Dylan Bennett. Oh, I think I remember you, Dylan Bennett. What's up, bro? Yeah, man, I've been, you know, facing everything. I'm still fighting for my son. I gotta see about a guardian litem or something. I gotta get that done this week. I probably would have already did it, but just due to the stress and just thinking about it, knowing they stretching everything out, it's people trying to weaponize my situation against me, you know. And what I mean by not helping me, I mean by just throwing negative energy, whether they can help me or not. Most of the people that's around me, they're not sleeping outside, you know. They're not having a problem showering. They're not having this problem. I don't care how stressful they are around their money. They're not going through that extent. You know what I mean? So it's like if you know someone's going to that from that extent, whether you could help them or not, you shouldn't try to inflict more pain around that, you know, or you know what I mean? Come at them like you're going through more than they're going through, and just the basics of them washing up their meals and sleeping, whether they're going through all of that, you know. So it's crazy, man. So I've been fighting a lot, bro. Like just in the past 3 days, like somebody cut the bus, a regular public bus, y'all. Imagine you get on a bus, there's the driver on the bus, and nobody's on the bus, and you get on the bus, and then as soon as you get on the bus, somebody tries to cut the bus off, and you almost crashed the whole bus. You know what I'm saying? Somebody did that, and then I had a dude try to start something with me while he was with his children, but he didn't really jump out there. But in my mind, I'm like, why would you do something like that and put your children in harm's way? You could tell people don't really care about children. You know, like that's one of the most craziest things to do. Even me with all the trauma I have, I would never try to start an altercation with somebody with my child with me. Like, that's fucking crazy, you know? For real, y'all. Hey, excuse me, sir. By any chance, brother, would you happen to have like $1 or $2 you can spare for a smart trip at all? I'm going through so much, bro. I'm literally looking for my wallet right now. I don't remember where I even put that shit. I'm fighting for my son and shit. Oh, here you go, right here. I went through this shit already 3 times and shit. I should have seen it. So I know I'm stressing. I appreciate it, bro. Make sure you get a lot of sun, bro. You know, it's a good time for us. I love you just being a black man first and foremost. Our shit is different, but I study genetics. The sun is separating us right now. You know, we don't need protection from the ozone layer. You got radiation. You convert sunlight into chemical energy naturally, just like me, man. Protect your energy and all positive energy to you and your family, bro. Gratitude. We the ones. I appreciate it. Image here. Yeah, y'all. So I don't even remember the last thing I was saying, but excuse me, goddess. But that shows you how we right there, right? Y'all gotta remember, you gotta love on our goddesses. More damage has been done to them than us. Remember, I tell y'all, to get to a species, you gotta get to the woman first. Once you get the woman, you got the whole species. The mothers are all life for a reason, right? Everything in nature, the woman comes first. You know, so that's why the main people I'm trying to reach mainly is the young goddesses, because I be talking to them all the time and they understand what's going on, and just the teenagers alone. Because a lot of stuff that, in general, from a collective majority standpoint with adults, and it's not even stuff that's just damaging us, but even everybody in the system we live in, right? They'll have cognitive dissonance about voided energy, you know, because of and protect toxicity of almost them being the ones that's creating the problem because of how they're standing behind it and not trying to combat it in any shape, way, or form, even as far as making somebody aware. So these are the people to be nervous about, even more so if they're neuromelanated. They're very dangerous, you know? And we know a lot of us aren't going to make it. This is a reality. A lot of us think that we're just going to be good, just the fact that we're neuromelanated. But it ain't going down like that, though, y'all. Keep up the battle and stay strong, brother. I appreciate you, Dylan. God, good always comes out on top regardless of your situation. Things will get better. No, of course, bro. I already know. Like, I'm an Aquarius, so I'm patient. I know that all the goodness that I put out in the world, even just with my music, when y'all hear this new project I'm about to show y'all gonna be like, damn, you girls see why like I was working on it, how I was working on it, because it's crazy as shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, it really is. Like, but I know that I'm gonna win in the end because I'm organic. I know it's not my fault because my mom forgot who she is. That fell back on me. You get what I'm saying? I don't come before her. She comes before me. You know, so this is a disconnect that a lot of the black women don't realize, but the ones that do realize are making the ones accountable that don't realize or acting like they don't realize. You know what I'm saying? You're seeing this happening at a fast rate because this is about our children, y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is about our children. You gotta think about it. Like, the damage that's happening with children, ain't no way this shit is being ignored. You know? Ain't no way. So it's just beautiful to see this shit unfold and something to be done about it, instead of everybody just being abused around money while children are being hurt. Like, that shit don't sit with me. You know what I mean? But you think about it even a step further. This is what I was telling people about, like, what's worse, yesterday or today. And I say, like, we're in worse slavery today. And I'm just being real. Like, I got white friends, I got Asian friends, I got friends of regardless of their genetic makeup, right? Regardless of their anatomy. But it's a realization off of what was done to us yesterday, in which how we deal with each other today, to pass down trauma and everything. I don't care how much or whatever individual success you got as a neuromelanated being, that gives you no right to ignore your brother or sister, whether even if they don't even say anything to you, to in any way to inflict pain onto them with the mind state that we're living in, the docile state, how undeveloped our brains are, and how this system has been able to flourish for the longest before consequences playing out now due to our division, you know? And so it's like, it's insane, y'all. Like, you feel me, Dylan? You feel me? It's sad. It costs nothing to reciprocate positive energy. And believe it or not, act like that is more harmful than anything. And the whole time, that's either a situation for you to grow or just for somebody to give you positive energy. They might not have near what you was going through, but they gave you this positive energy. That's the universe working through people to give you positive energy. That's how that be. So it's like, why if you fit that position, that's why whenever I'm going through something, it's like I randomly come across him and they start giving me positive energy, bro, I be giving that shit right back. I be like, I appreciate that, yo, you know what I mean? You're all so da-da-da, like, you feel me? Like, y'all seen even early on this jump, like, that's how I be, because even if they don't even look at it like that, I'm like, yeah, the universe know what I'm going through, that's why they went you do. You know what I mean? You can't be ignorant towards that type of shit, y'all, you know? That hurt me so bad that happening with that black woman, because what makes it so sad is this. See, kids pay attention to everything, right? One of the things, let me ask her if she could spare some. One of the things that kids pay attention to is how people treat each other, right? So imagine if kids seen that and how she spoke to me like that, y'all. Hold up real quick, y'all. Hold up real quick. Okay. You know? But imagine that. My fault, y'all. I had it on mute real quick out of respect of me talking to somebody. I'm reading the comments now. Jordan, Washington, you said, what's up, bro? Keep your slides on camera. I know, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I'm going to tell you this, and really hear me closely when I tell y'all this about me going through struggling, right? I'm in the DMV area. I remember when the train used to be $4 and it used to be one way. It wasn't both ways. But let me tell you something, what you trying to use my situation against me, all for the information and me caring about the collective and children and stuff, for you to just post this. And because I keep, you said keep my slides on camera, right? I'm gonna tell you something. Hear me closely. And let me look at your thing before I say it. I think you neuromelanated. You neuromelanated, bro? Oh damn, that better not be your real picture, bro. I'm gonna say this, and I don't mean to inflict harm, but if it does, it does. I'm gonna say this, bro. My slides and how I'm not the cleanest right now, my hair and everything, what I'm going through, right? Best believe I'm the wrong person that you want to like put out there to blow up any more than I already am or anything. I'm telling you, because the information that I have and how smart I am It's a reason why they're trying to shadow ban me right now with how much my channel has grown and what I've been speaking about. You look at the numbers and look at the videos and check for yourself and all of that. If I get known in any type of way, you know how dangerous that is with how smart I am and me studying genetics and me knowing how this whole shit works and what's playing out right now. Trust me, you do that and make me famous and watch how much people know the information that I know. I dare you to. Yeah, you understand? I dare you to. Put my slides on, whatever, make the whole world know my name. I hope you do. Please do. Please, because I need to reach the children anyway. Watch how that shit gets reversed around slides and around real information and what's taking place right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real with you. You know, I'm just being real with you. You might not like my delivery. I could care less, bro. I'm from Baltimore City. I could care less about your opinion. You know what I'm saying? If you don't even know who you are and you're trying to attack somebody that's standing for the collective, bro. Honestly. Matter of fact, I'm about to put you on timeout like a little kid. And you neuromelanated, that's sad, bro. Get it together, man. Get it together. Sad, bro. That's all right. Enjoy the rest of your day regardless, bro. And thank you for answering me. Yeah, man. So like I'm telling you, bro, like I'm the wrong one that you want to make aware, respectfully, because I actually got a good heart. You know what I mean? I'm standing for real issues. Hey, excuse me, man. You know, I stay solid regardless. You know, I've been through everything, so yeah, I can't go through anything that I haven't. You know what I mean? But that's a black people thing, though. So you should know that, and already being a higher self, even more so, you're neuromelanated right now. Man, man, woo. I get excited when that happens. I've been hoping that one of y'all try to make me famous on the internet off of what I'm talking about and try to make it seem like I'm crazy or something. For real. Hello, yeah, y'all, my fault, y'all. So yeah, now like, y'all, I'm hoping that happened. Matter of fact, I'm staying on that, yo. Please make me famous. Please make me famous to something that you're trying to make fun of me about, so everybody can come my way and want to talk to me or put me out there like that. Because as soon as you do that, I'm gonna make everybody aware of what we're living in around genetics and how everybody's living off of us, what's happening with our children. Bro, I'm gonna bring up everything. I dare one of y'all motherfuckers to do that shit. I dare y'all. On my soul. On my soul. I dare one of y'all. Y'all do not know how much I will wake up the collective if y'all try to play on my mental like that. I'll tell everything. I got nothing to live for, so fuck it. You feel me? Play with it if you want to. Cause remember, if y'all wasn't scared, y'all would have did that already. But y'all know better not to do that with me, because it ain't about how much followers and shit that you have. It's about what you actually speaking about. You feel me? That's what it's about. And what I'm speaking about is actually real, regardless of my pockets or what I'm going through financially. And everyone that really knows that. It's stuff that they're trying to hide. So trust me, like, that's not something that is trying to be easily done. You know what I'm saying? For anybody to try to put me out there with like that, with how righteous I really am and how I really care about children, and how it's no limit that I'll go to bringing the truth out. Definitely. You know? Your day. Well, let me get this real quick. This black amount. My phone about to die, y'all. I'm about to ask.